Resisted hip flexion. I'm gonna be lying on my back with my feet up on a box or a bench, flat bench, chair, just something to start me in a little bit of hip flexion. And then from here, I'm just gonna perform isolated marches where I'm resisting that hip flexion. You can see I always have a little bit of tension on that band. I really feel that working that iliopsoas and my top part of my quadricep. Okay, I can, depending on the height of my bench, it will give me a little bit either more flexion to go into or less. So just play with the angle, whatever's comfortable, and typically the lower you go will be more difficult because you'll be adding degrees of motion. A nice progression to this would be to hold this hip extension and perform this isometric into my hamstring and glute. So I can hold this high position and march as best I can. If I fatigue, I can always just drop back down and finish my sets. But it adds a nice little degree of stability and working that kind of alternating opposite structures here. So I'm working anterior chain and posterior chain. Having no arms on the ground will make it more difficult. Putting arms on the ground will give me a wider base and make that elevation a bit more easy.